As all of us Yamaha Bolt owners know, well, mainly for 2014, I'm not sure after 2014 if the display gauge is not very visible in daylight, especially in the shade or certain lighting conditions. But if the sun is shining directly on the display gauge, you can read it pretty good. But right now, as you can see, you can't read it very well. And for some odd reason, Yamaha decided to go to minimalist view for the Yamaha Bolt. All it displays is the speedometer and the time and the odometer. If you go through the menu, trip, that's the odometer, trip 1, trip 2, and back to time. So it's very minimalist. It doesn't have a tach or a gear indicator, which I'm learning you really don't need a gear indicator, and luckily this motorcycle only has 5 gears, so it's pretty easy to keep track, sort of. But really don't need one. Tachometer really don't need either. You kind of just have to listen to the engine and figure out when you need to change the gears. So, but you know, the thing is, they just made it so hard to read. I'm not sure why. So as an easy fix, you can put a speedometer on your cell phone, a speedometer app. It pretty much picks it up from GPS. But what I decided to do is get a GPS speedometer that's normally used for a bicycle. And there you go. It's I got it off Amazon. It's rechargeable. There's a GPS indicator on the top left hand side if it's connected to GPS. Battery indicator on the upper right hand corner. And it tells you how fast you're going, pretty much based on the GPS, how long you've been riding, and the distance. It also has a menu item here where it tells you the average speed that you're going, the altitude, the highest max speed that you went, and the odometer and the clock. So I really like that. It's a cheap, excuse the airplane, it's a cheap alternative to getting a new display gauge. They do sell those on Amazon. The I forgot what it's called, but it's around $300, Xoss or something, I can't remember, but it's around 300 bucks. So with that you get tachometer, time, gear indicator, and all the other stuff that a lot of motorcycles have nowadays. But if you don't need all that, you want a simple, cheap, easy fix, get this off Amazon for about 30 bucks. They do sell other speedometers there that you can either connect to your, your battery or your power, one of your lines here. But I just thought I'd go something a little bit, smaller profile, and you don't have to really worry about connecting it to any of the wires or anything like that. So that's something else. That's an alternative if you're thinking about getting something where you can read your speed a whole lot better than what Yamaha provides on their Yamaha Bolt. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the this speedometer, this GPS speedometer, is about 2 miles per hour less than what it's showing on the Yamaha speedometer. I think the Yamaha speedometer maybe is reflecting a little bit higher than it actually is. So it's not too far off from what it shows on a motorcycle. So as will be shown on the following video. Alright.